Do we see other countries all over there? I'm not able to see them all. Dr. Shinesky.
I can't really tell if our minister is there because he's very far away. I think there is somebody.
Yeah. عندكم التأكيدات خلاص يا جماعة؟ نشتغل؟ اتفضلي يا سارة.
Okay, so now we have all our guests ready and we're ready to start again. Please allow me to start today's exceptional event by thanking each and every one of you, whether attending physically or virtually, for accepting the invitation and being part of today's historical encounter. I urge our dear guests in the room to please turn off their mobile phones, and I would also like to bring it to the attention of our special guests joining virtually to mute themselves and unmute only when they are ready for their speaking role. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly take a moment to watch the Premises Safety Induction.
Welcome to Petrojet. Since in Petrojet safety is a core value, and as a part of our commitment to occupational health, safety and environment, so our HSE goals are no harm to people, no damage to the environment, and no damage to the property. About our emergency plan, today we don't have any drills or trainings. So in case of hearing the emergency alarm followed by the emergency voice message, please be calm, don't panic, and follow the exit signs to the nearest exit, either the emergency or the main stairs to the nearest assembly points. And our HSE team will be always with you. Then wait for the instruction from the HSE supervisor. Only smoking area for the open area is designated as a smoking area. For recording any emergency case or asking for the medical service, please call our hotline number 19745 or Petrojet Head Office emergency number 4555 from any landline. Then identify yourself, identify your location, describe the emergency case, identify the number of injuries, if any, and the HSE team in Petrojet will deal with it. We would like to ask you to commit to our instruction regarding COVID-19 control measure, including wearing the mask all the time while inside the building. Use sanitizers to clean hand before and after touching surfaces such as door handles. Keep the social distancing 1.5 meters between you and the others. Thank you.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, while energy is the EMGF's basis for cooperation, there are also broader considerations that reflect the regional state's shared perceptions regarding a vast array of matters, which the countries could leverage into additional partnerships in the East Mediterranean region beyond the issue of gas resources. In light of this, we would now like to invite His Excellency Tarek El-Molla, Deputy Minister of Petroleum and Mineral Resources, to further reflect on our remarkable convention. Your Excellency, please.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. First and foremost, please allow me to welcome all our guests joining us here today in Cairo and virtually for this exceptional event. And allow me please to start by welcoming Her Excellency Mrs. Natasa Pilidis, Minister of Energy and Commerce and Industry from Cyprus, as well as Mr. Kostas Hatzidakis, Minister of Environment, Energy and Climate Change from Greece, His Excellency Dr. Yuval Steinitz, Minister of Energy, Israel, Her Excellency Ms. Alessandra Todi, State Secretary for Energy, Italy, Her Excellency Engineer Hala Zawati, Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources, Jordan, I'd like also to welcome the respectful ambassadors as well here with me in Cairo. Welcome. I truly wish we were able to convene physically in the same room, but the COVID-19 travel bans and restrictions have unfortunately impeded this. Nevertheless, I wish you and your families the best in light of the challenging times we are facing as a global community and urge you to please stay cautious and safe. Ladies and gentlemen, for centuries, the Mediterranean countries have shared a rich and prosperous history with extensive cultural exchange, blending philosophies, ideas, and scientific endeavors, feeding off one another. Today, we are building on our shared affluent history with rich natural resources prospects as we celebrate a major breakthrough in the East Mediterranean Gas Forum's journey. We gather here today to commemorate the signing of the EMGF's statute, which officially declares that the EMGF has progressively evolved into a significant international intergovernmental organization of the Mediterranean region. The success in concluding the statute in a record time of 20 months and the members' enthusiasm to expedite establishing its bodies and executing its activities despite the global volatile circumstances clearly expresses our deep belief in its importance. The EMGF will be acknowledged throughout history as a unique and bold endeavor since it aspires to become an exemption to the historic norm of perceiving our current and prospective energy wealth as a motivation for conflict. Our united voices paint a picture of what we desire for ourselves and for future generations. We should be proud of the legacy we are to pass to our children. On the basis of trust and solidarity, the founding member countries of the EMGF overcame pitfalls of the past, deciding to jointly overcome all obstacles, barriers, borders, and red tape. In this regard, I would like to seize this opportunity to thank all founding member countries for working hard to create a more open and prosperous region. I would also like to extend my deep appreciation to all forum supporters, the European Union, and represented virtually today by Mrs. Cristina Lobilo, the World Bank, the United States of America, represented virtually today also by Dr. Victoria Coates, and the French Republic. I would also like to highlight that the forum is open and looking forward to the membership of other countries in the region, as long as they are in accordance with the forum's principles and share the same objectives towards a common goal, and that is the welfare of the region and its people. It is also imperative to ensure that no aggressive actions are embraced by any country, thus hindering and obstructing the prosperity of the region. Moreover, I would like to recognize the crucial role of the private sector in achieving the EMGF objectives through the Gas Industry Advisory Committee, GIAC, as well as acknowledging the high-level working group efforts in coordinating the EMGF activities and finalizing the statute. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm confident to say that today is just the beginning to maintain our synergetic approach dialogue to focus on energy for peace, as well as energy for development. Excellencies, in celebration of today's executive signing event, please allow me to present a symbolic gift to the forum's founding member countries. The Ankh symbol, as the ancient Egyptian called, or the key of life, as known in our modern world, is representative of eternal life in ancient Egypt. The Ankh represents water, air, and the sun, which were meant to provide and preserve life in ancient Egyptian culture. Today, we choose to commemorate our event with this symbol, which connects both the past and the future, identical to what the EMGF represents, a long shared history and a common prosperous future, with natural gas being the driving engine for decades to come, or as I may say, with the EMGF being the new key of life for our people and future generations. Thank you. So, if you allow me, this will be passed for your excellencies, and it's already here in Cairo with your ambassadors. As I said, this is the symbol that we chose for this occasion. Congratulations. I now would like to give the floor if any of your excellencies would like to give some words, some comments. Yes, Dr. Yuval, Your Excellency, please.
עכשיו אני בסדר? Okay.
Yes,
Do you
we
hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so Tarek, thank you for your hospitality to this important forum. Actually, this time your hospitality is virtual, but usually you are very kind to all of us in Cairo, and everybody appreciates your leadership. I'm very excited because I recall our first meeting in Washington, and we met in Washington 3.5 years ago, Tarek and myself. And then it was the first time that we raised the issue or the possibility of establishing some kind of a regional gas forum. And here we are with all the colleagues from Italy, Greece, Cyprus, Egypt, Israel, Jordan, and the Palestinian Authority, with France already applied to participate, with the United States and the European Union as observers. And this is just the start of it. And I think that this forum was created by us in order to create a joint forum and an umbrella for regional cooperation, not just bilateral between two countries, but in the regional community. But it's not just a forum in order to promote and enhance cooperation in natural gas or in energy in general, but I think already that the forum have brought a new spirit of peaceful cooperation between different peoples and different states. So the forum also serve not just cooperation in the field of energy, but also improving the atmosphere, the cooperation, the collaboration between different countries and different peoples. And I think that this forum, although it's began as a forum just a year ago, something like a year or a year and a half ago, and today we are establishing a real regional organization. This forum already contributed to the atmosphere and cooperation in general in the Eastern Mediterranean, between Europe and Eastern Mediterranean countries and among themselves. And I think that we can be pleased, and I'm very excited today. I remember our first meeting in Washington 3.5 years ago. It was just an idea, and now look where are we? And this is just the beginning. So I want to thank everybody, and especially you, my friend Tarek El-Mula, and all the ministers from Greece, Cyprus, Italy, Jordan, and the Palestinian Authority. It's a wonderful cooperation, and all our peoples, all the 7 peoples will be benefited. Thank you, Tarek. In Hebrew, we say, Mazal Tov, it's a new year, the new Hebrew year. So I want to wish you and your peoples a happy new year, and especially a healthier new year, because we all, especially in Israel, but in other countries as well, we all are fighting with this pandemic, with the coronavirus. Let's hope that in the next coming year, things will be dramatically improved in this sense, and then we will convene in Cairo again to our next meeting. Thank you. Mazal Tov and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Dr. Shines. Thank you. So now, Excellency Natasha Pilidis, Minister of Energy of Cyprus, please.
Allow me to also thank Egypt for hosting today's signing ceremony, and to congratulate Minister Tarek El-Molla for all his hard work and enthusiasm, and of course President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi for the unwavering support to the EMGF and the solid principles upon which it is founded. Although, as you mentioned already, it has not been possible for all of us to stand side by side in celebrating this momentous event, today's ceremony is an indication of the strong bonds between our countries. And even though we're physically many miles apart, we stand together in our commitment to each other and in our collective effort to sustainably develop the Eastern Mediterranean to its full potential. As energy ministers of the founding members of the EMGF, I believe we can all be proud of this historic day, one that marks a true milestone in our joint efforts to responsibly and efficiently monetize the Eastern Mediterranean offshore gas discoveries, of course for our people's benefit and welfare. Today, the forum is officially established, as you said, Minister, as a regional and intergovernmental organization, and a mere 20 months after Egypt's initiative calling for such a development, and a few more months after your meeting that you mentioned, ministers. In order to get to this point so quickly, our countries have worked together very closely and tirelessly, putting aside any political or other differences and capitalizing on the synergies and spirit of collaboration. And thus bringing our common vision, making it a reality. I think we all agree that this initiative is crucial in advancing stability, collaboration, and prosperity in our shared region. For these reasons, the Republic of Cyprus has been fully supportive of the initiative from the very outset, committed to developing a sustainable regional gas market while minimizing the technical, financial, political risks involved. And very important is what was mentioned earlier, that the organization brings together a lot of different stakeholders, from gas producers and investors to traders and financing entities. Established on the fundamental principle of fully respecting the members' rights over their natural resources in accordance with international law, the EMGF is intended to foster collaboration through a structured and systematic dialogue on natural gas issues, without, of course, being exclusionary or exclusive. And in fact, as expressly stated in the newly agreed statute, any Eastern Mediterranean country can apply for membership, and any other country, regional or international organization, can apply to join as an observer. And that really shows the willingness of the countries to collaborate for the benefit of the whole region. The technical and financial support already received by the EU and the World Bank, as well as the strong interest expressed by countries such as the US and France to collaborate with the EMGF, is also concrete evidence of the importance that the forum already holds for our region and the true potential of capitalizing on this important milestone. Once again, on behalf of the government of Cyprus, I offer my warmest congratulations to Egypt for hosting today's ceremony, as well as the EMGF itself. In closing, I also wish to extend a big thank you to the founding countries' delegations for everybody's hard work, dedication and flexibility, all of which have made this day possible. May today mark the start of a long, strong and fruitful collaboration. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you. So now, His Excellency, Minister Hatzikatis from Greece, please.
Good morning, Tarek. Good morning, dear friends, ministers, ambassadors. Today is a very important day for cooperation and prosperity. Today is a historic day for our countries, but for Eastern Mediterranean as well. And I say that without even a hint of exaggeration. EMGF, East Med Gas Forum, is the first international organization established in our region by the countries and for the interest of the countries of Eastern Mediterranean. If we go back 20 years ago or even 10 years ago, today's event would be unthinkable because all of us remember the tensions and even the wars taking place in our region. That's why I believe that today's ceremony is a historic ceremony, because we confirm that we are ready to overcome tensions and problems and cooperate to the benefit of our peoples. Instead of using energy as a reason for cultivating this climate of tension, we use energy as a catalyst to enhance our cooperation in this field. Greece will support further initiatives in this framework, and I really believe that today is not the end of an effort which took place for 2 years now. It is the beginning of new efforts to make our cooperation more fruitful. And we are determined to work continuously to this end. I would like to take this opportunity to express my thanks to all those contributing to today's event, to all those working in order for us to sign the statute, and especially I would like to make a specific reference to my collaborators here, the General Secretary Sdoukou and Professor Tsakiris, whose contribution was valuable in the framework of the high-level group. Dear colleagues, having said that, I would like just to add that I'm excited to receive and sign the day after tomorrow the statute of the organization in Athens, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all again in person, either in Cairo or in Athens, and to express the determination of all of us to have similar positive results in the other battlefield, the battlefield concerning the coronavirus repercussions. Coronavirus persists, but we also persist and we also fight to overcome these repercussions and make our cooperation closer and more fruitful. Thank you all. Complimenti a tutti. Mabruk Lana Zamnian. Mazel Tov. Συγχαρητήρια σε όλους. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you for the kind words. And now, Her Excellency Hala Zawati, Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources, Jordan.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today we gather to finalize the culmination of efforts that started in the beginning of 2019 to launch the East Mediterranean Gas Forum, a platform which we believe will help preserve the rights of our countries within the Eastern Mediterranean in utilizing our gas resources and infrastructure. Cooperating and working together, given all the challenges, became a must. We believe that the platform will serve to enhance dialogue between countries, to reach a clear regional vision, a vision that translates into policies for a sustainable regional gas market in the Eastern Mediterranean. On behalf of Jordan, represented by its government, we would like to extend many thanks to Egypt for the initiative and for their continued support, and especially to His Excellency Tariq Al-Mullah. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you for the kind words. So we do not see any further requests for comments. Her Excellency Alessandra Totti, please. Italy.
Excellency Minister Al-Mullah, distinguished colleagues and dear guests, I warmly thank Minister Al-Mullah for the invitation to participate at the signing ceremony. I'm honored to follow the event in video conference from Rome and look forward to receiving the final text of the statute in order to sign it on behalf of the Italian government. First of all, let me express all my gratitude for this crucial work that has been done under the guidance of His Excellency Minister Al-Mullah, despite the unpredictable events that have jeopardized our living during these last months. Nevertheless, the work for the establishment of the forum has continued, and I'm proud to be here today. Only 1.5 years ago, the ministries met for the first time and set out the fundamentals of the forum. They recognized the importance of the large offshore gas discoveries in the region, also for the region's energy security. They affirmed the need to cooperate among the gas producers, buyers, and transit countries. They encouraged the involvement of the gas industry and the private sector, investors, traders, financing entities, and stakeholders. Today, the Gas Industry Advisory Committee, with its subcommittees, is a reality. They will give us a tremendous contribution for the activity in the forum. The participation of ENI, SAIPEM, and SNAM confirms the role of the Italian energy supply chain, involving both operators, main contractors, and subcontractors. These companies are historically involved in this region, and they have certainly brought to the countries on the southern shore of the Mediterranean Sea a meaningful contribution for our technological skills, production capacity, and financial organization. Nowadays, the world is changing. The global economy is facing tremendous difficulties. Investments in the oil and gas sectors are suffering slowdowns due to the significant fall of both demand and price. Therefore, a structured regional framework such as the EMGF is today of utmost importance. As a matter of fact, our common region will soon experience a significant demographic increase. We will imply a growing energy demand and a strong need for investments in energy. In this context, the presence in the area of the main operators, supported by institutional initiatives at a regional level, will trigger positive economic, social, and environmental dynamics beneficial to all of us. Investments in energy represent an opportunity for the post-COVID-19 economic recovery. For Italy, they are an essential tool for achieving the objective of National Climate and Energy Plan and the European Green Deal, promoting a model of sustainability for development in the Mediterranean region. Today is a crucial day in the path to establish the Eastern Mediterranean Gas Forum as an international and regional organization with a legal personality. The goal will be reached once the mandatory signatures and parliamentary ratification will be completed as established in the statute. In any case, our cooperation is already a concrete reality. Italy considers the EMGF Forum as partial energy regional framework able to create interdependencies and mutual benefits among its funding countries. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you, Excellency. Thank you very much. So I think now we can proceed with the agenda.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for your valuable and inspiring words. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I now invite you to please watch this exciting video highlighting the EMGF's short yet significant and noteworthy journey.
Framed by land that has been the cradle to major civilizations and empires, which have played a prominent role throughout history, helping shape our modern world today, the Eastern Mediterranean is a wide blue global pathway, located at the crossroads of 3 continents, Asia, Africa and Europe, making it essential for trade and key to culture for millennia. As today's world comes to realize the importance of the diversification of the energy mix to help build political independence, economic growth and environmental protection, natural gas comes into play. In 2010, the US Geological Survey declared that the Nile Delta and the Levant Basin provinces in the Eastern Mediterranean contain as much as 345 trillion cubic feet of recoverable gas. This comes as a continuation of the significant series of discoveries of natural gas in the Eastern Mediterranean throughout history. In the 1960s, Egypt was the first to start oil drilling and exploration activities in the Mediterranean, progressing immensely over the decades and spreading beyond its boundaries. These activities were crowned by the prominent discovery of the Zorg, Leviathan, Aphrodite, and Gaza Marine. All these discoveries indicated the potential for further discoveries in the region for years to come. Recognizing these vast resource prospects, opportunities and challenges, it was clear for the Eastern Mediterranean nations that the key to unlocking all this potential is a shared vision and a spirit of cooperation and coordination. In 2018, during a tripartite summit held in Crete and based on an Egyptian initiative, the leaders of Cyprus, Egypt and Greece declared their intentions to establish the East Mediterranean Gas Forum as a platform for a structured policy dialogue for the region's gas producer, consumer and transit countries. The initiative was also discussed between the Egyptian, Israeli, Cypriot and Greek ministers of energy. The ultimate goal of the forum is to develop a sustainable regional gas market that will best serve the whole region whilst mindful of the nation's rights over their natural gas resources and their independence to utilise all their resources for the welfare of their people. Just 3 months later, in January 2019, the energy ministers of Cyprus, Egypt, Greece, Israel, Italy, Jordan and Palestine gathered in Cairo for the first time to discuss the structure of the EMGF and agree on its main objectives. Throughout 2019, remarkable joint efforts from all EMGF member countries were witnessed. With a unified vision and significant founding principles, the Ministers of Energy of the EMGF member countries and the EMGF High-Level Working Group held several successful meetings working on the official establishment of the forum. This led to the agreement on a final document for the EMGF statute in a worldwide record of 12 months. This expeditious evolution of the EMGF and its strategic importance to the stability and economic development of the region has captured worldwide attention, with many countries offering their support and expressing interest to join the forum as members or observers. The World Bank and the European Union had substantial roles in the forum, providing technical and financial support and affirming full commitment to drive the EMGF activities forward. Building on what was achieved to date, the EMGF activities are progressing effectively despite the encountered unprecedented global challenges, asserting a shared perception and the will of all member countries for cooperation and coordination. The East Mediterranean Gas Forum has progressively evolved into the most renowned energy forum in the Mediterranean region. In a very short period, it has become a diplomatic breakthrough and a transformational project in the region. The significance of the EMGF goes beyond energy. It is a pivotal enabler of regional peace and a vital engine for economic growth and prosperity.
Nice video, isn't it? So we have been receiving a request from the EU for a remark. So Ms. Christina, please.
Yes. Good morning, dear Minister El Mola, honorable ministers and high representatives of the founding members of the East Mediterranean Gas Forum. On behalf of the European Commission, I would like to congratulate you for the establishment of the East Mediterranean Gas Forum, which is making a decisive step forward today with the signing of its statutes. We believe that this is a huge opportunity for all the countries in the region to improve their energy security needs, but also to reinforce their economies. Energy can and should be a catalyst of stability, prosperity, and security in the region. The establishment of the East Mediterranean Gas Forum has a geopolitical, economic, and symbolic value. We look forward to the countries in the region leveraging this partnership in the East Mediterranean beyond the issues of gas resources, and we hope that the forum could also serve in the future as a platform to discuss policies and measures related to the energy transition, to the clean energy transition. I am confident that the East Mediterranean Gas Forum has the potential to showcase the exemplary multilateral cooperation in the Eastern Mediterranean. It is of particular importance that the East Mediterranean Gas Forum is guided by a set of objectives and principles jointly by the European Union and the countries in the region. We are therefore welcome that the participating countries have declared that this partnership remains open to those other countries in the Eastern Mediterranean, as well as regional organizations sharing the same values and objectives and the willingness to cooperate for the welfare of the whole region. The European Commission welcomes and supports such inclusive approach. With today's meetings, all sides show their full commitment to further working together on a positive political framework to make this a business reality which will benefit our economies and citizens. From our side, I would like to highlight that the European Commission will provide political support, diplomacy, technical support, and financing for the achievement of these common objectives. By supporting the work of the forum, we want to encourage a structured political dialogue between the participating countries and all stakeholders concerned. I wish you every success with today's meeting and the next steps. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Borrero. So this is the EU Energy Commission. So thank you very much. Now we go back to the agenda. Please proceed, Sarah. Thank you.
Thank you, Excellency. Distinguished guests, this is the exciting moment we've been all waiting for the past 20 months. I will kindly request that His Excellency Minister Mola proceeds with the physical signing of the statute, while Your Excellency joining remotely proceed to sign the last page of the statute, please.
أهم حتة لازم يصوروا دول. خلي لي بس.
To sign now?
Just a second. Okay, let's start. 1, 2, 3.
I turned the backlight.
Yeah.
Here it is. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies, and congratulations on this great achievement. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, because of our shared interest and boundless will for cooperation, the member countries have all agreed on a joint shared declaration, which we are all eager and proud to hear from His Excellency Mr. Umar.
Thank you. لا هاتوا شمال كده شوية. يلا عشان البيان. اوكي.
ست الوزير وش
خلاص كده.
يلا يا جماعه بعد اذنك. حاضر مش ماشي. يلا حاضر والله. يلا خلاص. ماشي يلا حضرتك. خلاص
بس خلاص. لا جيب دول مظبوطين. هات دول.
خلاص دول خلاص.
يمين.
اوكي لو سمحت. طب يا جماعه يلا يلا لو سمحت.
So the joint declaration for signing the East Mediterranean Gas Forum Statute, the Egyptian Ministry of Petroleum and Mineral Resources hosted today, the 22nd of September 2020, the signing ceremony of the Statute of East Mediterranean Gas Forum, EMGF, establishing it as a regional intergovernmental organization based in Cairo. The EMGF aims to serve as a platform that brings together gas producers, consumers, and transit countries to create a shared vision and establish a structured, systematic policy dialogue on natural gas, leading to the development of a sustainable regional gas market and unlocking the full gas resource potential in the region for the benefit and welfare of its people. The EMGF will fully respect the rights of its members over their natural resources in accordance with international law. It will support their efforts to monetize their reserves, utilize the existing and future gas infrastructure through interactive cooperation with the gas industry and other stakeholders, including investors, traders, financing entities. To this effect, the Gas Industry Advisory Committee, GIAC, was established under the EMGF in November 2019 as a permanent dialogue platform between governments and other business partners. The EMGF will contribute to advancing regional stability and prosperity creating an environment of trust, prosperity, stability, and good neighborly relations through regional energy cooperation. To this end, and according to the relevant provisions of its statute, the EMGF is open for any East Mediterranean country to apply for membership, and for any other country, regional or international organization to apply to join as an observer, provided that they share the same values and objectives of the EMGF and the demonstrable willingness to cooperate on the basis of international law for the security of the whole region and the welfare of its people. In this context, the EMGF appreciates the constructive responses and extensive support it has received, as reflected in the interest of many international parties and organizations to engage in its activities and in the fruitful collaboration with international partners such as the EU and the World Bank. On this occasion, the EMGF reiterates its deep appreciation to Egypt for its initiative calling for the establishment of the EMGF, providing the utmost support as a host country under the leadership of the President of the Arab Republic of Egypt, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Mr. Moon. Our dear guests, we have now come to the closure of today's special event. Thank you again for joining us today. I hope you have a lovely day ahead.
So what we have this group photo or whatever through this video conference, yeah? Thank you.
Congratulations.
So we don't shake, huh?
Unfortunately.
We just do an elbow.
Congratulations.
See you soon, Minister. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're welcome.
Full day. بسرعة بسرعة Now Cornelius is the permanent secretary. Is he? Yeah. So he's my generation. You got your right one? It's not for us, it's for the ministers. Of course. Never get it.
I'm sorry. No worries. Are you?
From me? He contacted me by phone. This is, and they cannot put.
I'm passing.